Hello guys and welcome back to Talkie F1 with me Lampies, and I'm back trying to do the YouTube thing again. Let's see how it goes, and must say quite an interesting time to join the F1 scene, especially with this incident in Monza between Verstappen and Hamilton, and I could say it's quite controversial. But yeah, before I start with my review of this incident and what the stewards have awarded Verstappen, they gave him a penalty. I just want to say thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you want to. It's free and it helps me a lot. But yeah, without further ado, let's start. So, looking at the whole race at Monza, I think everything that happened led up to this point. You know, Verstappen, if Verstappen and Red Bull didn't have that slow stop of 11 seconds, this wouldn't have happened. And I think Hamilton also with the 4 second stop, both drivers were, I would say, frustrated a bit with the slow stops, and it led to this incident. Uh, I want to say also, I think when both of those drivers committed for turn one, that little chicane, I think we, there was always going to be contact, and luckily nobody was hurt. It was quite a slow crash, and the halo, thankfully we have the halos, and it also did its job, and nobody was hurt. But yeah, in the end, the stewards decided to give Verstappen a free place grid penalty for Sochi, and also 2 penalty points on his license. Um, yeah, so let us just read a piece here on the F1 page. I will put it up also. So, so I'm just going to go quickly through it. So the FIA, talk to Hamilton and Verstappen. So here is what they said. So car 44 was exiting the pits. Car 43 was on the main straight at the 15 meter board before the turn one. Car 44 was significantly ahead of car 33. So car 33 braked late and started to move alongside car 44. Although at no point in the sequence does car 33 get any further forward than just behind the front wheels of car 44. So they go on and say, so squeezing him, so car 44, Hamilton squeezed Verstappen to the apex, but car 3, like Verstappen, was, as they said, not ever, I would say, in front of Hamilton's front wheel. So, in the opinion of the stewards, this maneuver was attempted too late for driver car 33 to have the right to the racing room. While car 44 could have steered further from the curb to avoid the incident, the stewards determined that this position was reasonable and therefore find that the driver of car 33 was predominantly to blame for the incident. So, that is the FIA's, I would say, reasoning for giving the penalty. To me, it's quite unfair. I think, this was a racing incident, because you can blame both sides for the accident, and that's what actually a racing incident, I would say, if you can describe it, is. A racing incident is where I would say both parties are equally guilty, and that in racing, because drivers, if you don't go for a gap, then you're not a racing driver, as we know, famous saying. And I think the stewards in the FIA definitely, it was unfair to Verstappen, because why does he get grid penalties for this incident, and Hamilton for having in Silverstone having that massive crash with Verstappen, where I, I still believe uh, that room wasn't there for Hamilton, and also it's quite a dangerous corner to try that. Um, he just gets a 10-second penalty, and doesn't even get reviewed after the race. So for me, it's a bit unfair. It feels like you know the FIA is favouring Hamilton, but also I kind of like Max Verstappen, and sometimes I would say your the opinion can be a bit, I would say, biased, but in this situation, I think I'm quite correct in saying that this was quite unfair. You know, as we know, Sochi is a excellent. Mercedes has always dominated there, and I think it's quite unfair towards Verstappen also, um, just to give him a free place grid penalty for that, which I would say is a racing incident. Yes, Hamilton could have gave up more space. Yes, Verstappen could have decided to not go for the move. But in the end, they are both racing drivers, and they are both competing for the championship. Now, for me, as I said before, I think it's unfair. I think it just was a racing incident. As you heard, Martin Brundle and everybody, commented. They said it was a racing incident. Although Martin Brundle said, yes, Hamilton did squeeze Verstappen. And to be honest, like the Stewarts said, Verstappen wasn't actually hit in that corner. But still, he did squeeze Verstappen. And as I said, there would have always been content because they both committed for that corner. So, yeah, in the end, I think it's really unfair. And I hope there comes a bit of more explaining from the stewards why this is not a racing incident and why it is penalized. And then you must, I would say, look at both incidents in Silverstone and this one and tell us why Silverstone was just a 10-second penalty and not a grid drop, and why this is a grid drop. You understand? It's just like, it seems like the FIA's, handling of this to accidents is quite different. And I think a lot of the fans, as I saw on Instagram and all that, the comments and all the stuff, is unhappy with this decision. As I. I think they could just have, handled it better. So I think if they didn't give even any penalties, just said it was a racing incident, there would have been any hostility towards them. And also to Hamilton, a lot of guys are now angry with Hamilton because Verstappen got the penalty. But in the end, I think the FIA just didn't handle this correctly. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the incident in the comments. Let me know what you think about my opinion. Am I correct? Am I incorrect? Yeah, let me know. And check you next time. Just want to say congrats to Daniel Ricciardo and Norris for winning. Ricciardo for winning. Norris came in second. McLaren, well done. And actually, I would say well done to Valtteri Bottas for me. He is the driver of the day. I know Ricciardo won it, but for me, Bottas won the driver of the day. He started last and he finished in third. And I think, that's really uplifting for Valtteri Bottas. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate it, and check you next time. We will see. I will keep you guys up to date on any stuff that happens. Looking forward to Sochi, and love that there is a big, competition between Verstappen and Hamilton, and I just, that's what we want to see. The unexpected, and that is what we're getting. So lovely seasons thus far. I will maybe do a video on what I think about the season so far. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and check you next time.